the castle's base tax is. And there are plenty of others, little buildings that you can do that increase tax income, increase technology growth rate. Right now you can see our technology is okay. It's technology grows per little county here, not per empire wide. Technology, farming. Generally, even if you ignore this, it will pretty much go on its own. Your first thing is likely to be a little martial advance, followed by some economy advances. I actually like farming because it improves our castle tax. We are lords, we rule from castles. Military, you can see this is your personal levy. It will cost you maintenance, but it won't get your vassals pissed at you. Raising the realm or the vassal levies will not cost anything, but will of course start to get people pissed off when their sons and daughters do not come home. One thing you want to be aware of is mercenaries. They're a very powerful early game strategy if you're into conquest. You can see the lowest cost one is 75 gold with a monthly cost of 5.25, and yeah, we definitely can't afford those at the moment, but keep it in mind for future reference. The mercenary cost actually got increased since in the last patch. It used to be slightly cheaper, with the cheapest going at about 65. Intrigue. Alright, here's where it starts to get interesting. We can see threats and known plots. The Spy Master will probably bring back some plotting for us to look at, and we'd either be able to imprison the person who's plotting or ask them kindly to end their plot, which sometimes is a better idea. Decisions. Essentially, these are inviting courtiers to your court. If we're lacking in skills or marriageable individuals, we might do this. Generally, I find you can grab people from other courts just as well. You might invite a noble or two if you have some unmarried daughters that you don't want to wander out, or invite some debutantes if one of your vassals or one of your courtiers has a ambition to marry. Hold a feast, summer fair, grand hunt. These are all essentially prestige and loyalty creating events. You can legitimize your bastards, but everyone else will hate you. By indulgence for your sins. I don't have sins at the moment. Here, let us choose an ambition or plot. You can have your wife dead, amass wealth, become a paragon of virtue. Again, you can see it gives nice little bonuses, a little learning bonus, a little piety bonus, and you will be known as the holy. But I think we shall be exalted among men. I think we need to be known as the great. Base condition has prestige of at least 1,000. Okay, let's go for it. Diplomacy. Actually, this diplomacy window will actually access other ways. Religion. You can appoint successors to your bishops. Right now, unfortunately, our bishops do not like us as much as they should. This is how much they like the Pope. This is how much they like us. If they like the Pope more than us, they send their taxes to the Pope. I'm actually going to look, see where this bishop is, and let's see. Tranny. Oh, right at home. I'm going to send my Chancellor to improve some relations. Yeah. You can actually see here on vassals, how... Yes, since we have no tax on our vassals, none of them are paying us anything. That needs to be rectified. Perhaps not at the moment, since they have a very low opinion on us, but it shall. Our mayor has given us a nice little income, but these bishops are sending all their money to the Pope. Grrr, Pope. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my fist at him. Court, we have a massive court, 48, and most of them seem to be our children. Well, fodder for marriage alliances. We have no, well, we have some allies, better than nothing. No courtiers abroad. Here's another diplomacy window. In order to get a closer view at our economy, a lot of people have been wondering how to get there. Click on his, and you can see from our demands we get this much. City and church send in this much. We have no expenses at the moment. It also shows us our claims, which is quite respectable. So right now we can create the Kingdom of Sicily, but we don't have the gold for it. And the Duchy of Benevento. Again, we don't have the gold for it. We right now have, and we can usurp the Duchy of Salerno. It would essentially give us a cause belli to attack and invade this lovely little area, but we don't have the gold for it. So priorities. One, you probably don't want those titles going out of your realm, because that means one of your pretender children will inherit them. Two, increase your taxes. I like to tax the cities harshly. Generally, burghers can't raise as high an army as the barons, and frankly, cities get more income. So let's start this up and see. You can see here, this is a little quick bar on who's paying you tax, where all your counselors are. Here's your quick bar on messages, various priorities. And this is essentially what we did to our counselors at the moment. Our gold, our monthly prestige, as you can see from our held counties, duchies, vassals, we get monthly prestige, monthly piety from our spiritual, and our demands. So Byzantines are initiating absolute crown authority, which we're not part of the Byzantine Empire, so we're going to ignore this. Your demand size is based on your ruler, your wife, and your counselor's stewardship skill. It's essentially how many little baronies you can directly control. You generally want to control castles, although a lot of people find that controlling cities for the extra income in the early game is another way to boost your early game income, it actually does. You do get a slight penalty. I think it's you only get 50 or 75% of the gold that you would get if you were a city lord or a lord mayor, but since you're only taxing them at 45%, taxing your lord mayors at 45% anyways at max, it evens out. Our ruled areas and our prestige. We don't have much prestige at the moment. Our niece wants to marry a ruler. How nice. So let's bump this up a little bit. First priority is probably to make sure we have enough cash on hand to hire mercenaries if necessary. Second priority is going to be taking these heathen kingdoms, or heathen duchy sheikdoms, as it turns out. As you can see, this one is let us go hunting. Has potential to be quite a nice area once it's built up. Not all areas have room for 6 little baronies. Oh, let's try falconry. As you can see, the Muslim areas are more technologically advanced than we are, which is unfortunate, but it happens. The Muslim world was